All right, let's do a little, just a little bit of dealing with some trolls that we have on YouTube. Okay. So there's a gentleman who lives out in Montana who hates my guts, who actually is a former, I thought was a friend, right? And he's not a friend. He's a horrible human being. Pray for his soul because he is, what, Beth? Beth tried to tell me, she tried to tell me that he was no good. He only befriended me to get information from me. And now he trolls and hates me, hates my guts. And he said some very ugly things about my family and my children that I will not repeat on these airways at least. But his name is Christopher Fitz, and he owes the IRS a ton of money. Oh my gosh, and so what I'm gonna do is, since he's been harassing me, I have friends in high places, and I will be contacting my friends at the IRS to let him know that he's working, he's got income, and that they need to go get their money because he owes them a lot of money. Matter of fact, he was looking to move to Puerto Rico to avoid even more taxes, and it's just terrible. But the things that he has said about my family, I cannot repeat here. But he trolls me on YouTube on my videos, and he makes these disparaging comments. So if you see a comment on any of our YouTube videos from a guy, I think his handle is radpoker71, know that he is an evil human being. He is wanted by the IRS, at least for non-payment of taxes. And what we will henceforth and evermore do from this point on is, if we ever have a losing trade, which our 111s have not lost yet, but if we ever have a losing trade, we will refer to it as a Fitz. We will name our losers after this piece of dirt scum human being that says awful things about my family. Now, look, if you don't like me as a human, that's fine. You can call me whatever you want to. He called me fat yesterday. Let's see some of the things he called me yesterday. Let's just spend a little time on this. It's kind of fun, kind of different, right? He says, I said, in a world when you can be anything, be kind. He says, so says the fat slob trying to fight everyone. Unbelievable. I talked about my book, Big Fat Zero, the other day, and he called me a big fat zero. And he told me to get my kids help they need it with you as the leader of the circus. Anyway, get back on your meds and have a great day. Unbelievable. He was just so mean to me. He says, your dog got drugged. LMAO. You are just trash. Unbelievable. I mean, why are people so mean? You know? He says that, I can't trade, and that's why I teach, and, I'm horrible, and my soul is lost. Anyway, and it's okay to disagree with me or my trading strategy, but every time I come up with something different, or we come up with something different, he always wants to know about it, doesn't he, Beth? And that's the time he reaches out to friend me. What, Beth? And I cave in and give it to him, and not this time. So this time we're going to stick the IRS on him. I was with the federal government 27 years. I got friends, and we'll send him out to his little. He does repairs on medical equipment in hospitals. God bless those hospitals for having to put up with this guy who's just a mental case. Anyway, that's my spiel. So let's see if we got any Fitzes today. So everybody, please refer to your losing trades as Fitzes. That'll be fun. All right, so let's go to our little Roth hedge fund excellent adventure little thing here. And let's kind of update it, right? So we don't have much funds. So a lot of people said, Bobby, you out of UPRO, you out of TQQ? No, I still got it in a small account. What does this mean? I had a withdrawal contribution of 113,000. That's not right. All right. I had a contribution of the starting amount here, 314, 18.77. So let's see how this account's doing. Now remember, it's been battling back because this was a big loser because everything was going down. But let's see how it's done since February 25th. Maybe it's recovered a little bit. So let's see. And y'all were kind of laughing yesterday. Bobby lost control of TQQQQ. Yeah, you're exactly right. Let's see if I can log in and see what my account balance is. Positions. All right, what's that account column? It is this one, I think. Okay, here we are. So we started at 34.18. Now remember, we started at a horrible time because then remember the market just went down, our UPRO went down, but it's come back pretty good. So we're now at 3342.47. So since our last update, 3342, we're up $10.15. It's coming back. I like it. So what we need to do today is to do the quarterly rebalancing. So if we want it to be 55% UPRO and 45% TMF, we need to sell one share of UPRO. Okay, so let's go see if we can do that. Sell one share of UPRO. Hold on a second. This is TD Ameritrade calling me. Hold on a second. Let me see what they're wanting. Hello, this is Bobby. Hey, Heather. Oh, you are wonderful. Thanks for taking care of it. All right, bye-bye. Sorry about that, Joe. TD Ameritrade, doing business, taking care of stuff. All right, where was I? Oh, yeah, we need to get to that account, don't we? So we got to go to Crimson. Which one is this? I think it's this one. Let's make sure. Our holdings in this one should just be, surely, yeah, TMF and UPRO. So our little spreadsheet said that we need to sell a UPRO. Okay. We'll sell a UPRO to get us back to the correct stuff. So we'll sell a UPRO and let's go create a closing order. So we'll sell one UPRO. Oh man, and then here's the thing. I should have logged in as the sell one of these. Sell one. And you see my thing says partially delayed data. Now, here's the thing. I have partially delayed data because, you know, in my corporate account, I trade under a thing and I have to subscribe to data. So since I don't trade individual stocks, I don't subscribe to stock data. So what I'm going to do is have to move all of my charts and everything to the account where that I log in for my IRA. And then I'll have the true data there. It's just strange how they do it. So in the meantime, what we'll do is we'll go into here and see what UPRO is trading for. So if I want to sell one of them, let's see, I would sell on the bid, right? 63.36, right? 63.36. See if we can get filled there. Sell one share and boo-boo. Ta-da! So we've sold that at 63.37. Okay. So let's go record that. 63.37. 63.37. Here we go. UPRO. And number of shares bought or sold. Make sure you put a -1 there. Trade date is 4/1/22. I can't remember the price. Something 37. What is it at now? 63.3701. 63.3701. 63.3701. Now, we got to answer a question. Is this new capital? No. Is it withdrawal? No. Is it rebalancing or a new underlying? Yes, it's rebalancing. Right? So we're rebalancing. So we'll put yes there. We'll put yes there. Now, what are we doing on TMF? TMF says quarterly rebalancing says to buy 6 shares. All right, what's that going for? TMF. Increase our bonds a little bit. TMF is going for, if we're buying at 1982, let's try that. 6 shares at 1982. TMF. Wrong thing. TMF, Bob. TMF. There we go. That's our bonds. So we're going to buy 6 shares. Not 100, Bob. We'll buy 6. So at, what do we say, 1982? 1981 was a great year. I was 11 years old. I know I don't look that old, especially since I've been working out. Do you know Beth actually felt with my quads today? Beth, that was nasty. You grabbing onto my leg like you was grabbing. Huh? What, I ain't a weirdo. You did. My buying power will be 0 if this order is accepted. Wait a minute. How is that possible? Shouldn't be possible, should it? Hold on a second. If I sold one of those, my buying power is going to be, let me try to buy 5 of them. TMF, let's buy 5 of them. Buy them on the ask, 1981. All right, be careful. Where are you going? Hey, give me a Reese's peanut butter cup. No, I'm not serious. What? Oh my gosh, y'all, it's going to give me negative buying power. No wonder it'll let me. Well, that doesn't make sense. Hold on a second. Is my calculator not right? 55.45. I sold one. It says buy 6 shares. No take action on the cello. Hold on. 33.42. Huh. Let me try to buy 3 or 4. See what that does. And you know, it may be, y'all help me if I'm correct, if I'm incorrect here. It may be that since I'm trading stocks, you think it's going to wait. I got to wait until I get the credit from the share that I just sold of UPRO before it'll let me use it to buy TMF. That could happen, right? So what if I buy like 3 shares of TMF? Let's just buy what we can. Let's see. Come on, Bob. Don't get caught up here. 4, not 95. If you bought 3 shares, what's that going to be? 1981. Confirm. Now it'll let me do that. I'll have 652 left over. So let's buy what we can. There we go. So we bought them at 1980, and I like to check even if it's got 19.7999. So we bought 3 shares at 19.7999. I bet that's what the problem is. So I bought 3 shares. 19. So it's TMF. Bought 3 on the year of our Lord 4122 at 19 point. I can't remember stuff. 19.7999. 19.799. And that'll say yes. Now, what I'm assuming, and maybe I'm wrong here. Let me fix that. 4122. I'm assuming, and I'll double check, that I've got to buy another 3 shares. But I would imagine I can't do that until the UPROs that I sold probably won't let me buy 2 more shares to be a perfect 55-45 split. So right now it's close, right? I'm 57% UPRO. I'm 43% TMF. We're supposed to go to 55-45. So I think when it'll take 3 days for that UPRO that I just sold to settle, then I should be able to go back in and buy a share or 2 of TMF. Everybody think that that's probably what the problem is, what the issue is? I think so. All right, so we got that. Any questions on that? Mute everybody. I'm hearing y'all eat some potato chips. Mute all participants and mute participants there. All right. All right, so let's close that. Matt, help me remember on Monday, not Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, that I need to come in and buy another share or 2 of TMF. All right, so let's now close that spreadsheet. And let's go to the other stuff. And let's just go to the IRA. And the IRA is, I believe, this one. All right, so IRA is up a little bit today. We're positive delta. Behave, y'all. We're finally positive theta. Praise the Lord. And we have a little negative vega, nothing that's not manageable at all. So what we could do is look at our Greeks and see how our Greeks look. So let's go put in our net lit today. Today is 4/1/22, and we are at Crimson 203. That's not it. Path 203. Yeah, here we go. We are at 101. 10.51. So we're down a little bit from yesterday, even though it says it's up. So, but we're doing this mainly so that we can put our Greeks in, right? So we'll see if we need any adjustments. So we're at 25.16 on our deltas, 25.16. We are now positive theta, which is where I want to be, 9.58. Our Vega is negative 161.26. Okay, and our buying power used, we are using buying power of 27,461. 27,461. So it's basically, since you're getting that Malanta color, it's saying, hey, you need to bump up your theta a little bit. Okay, we can do that. And our buying power, VIX is now between 20 and 30, right? So our little rules say VIX between 20 and 30, you should use 35% max. Okay, so we've got some buying power to use. And what's it saying on our little deltas? Now, normally I don't go by these, right? I probably should hide them, but I like looking at them. This is an SPX delta adjustment, and of course the SPY beta weighted delta adjustment. But the one that I go by says no adjustment. So I don't need to adjust my deltas positive or negative. I'm not too far out of line, right? Because I'm basically saying, hey, yeah, just kind of be neutral, Bob. Just kind of be neutral. Not a lot for you to do. All right, so what we need to do is beef up theta. Well, how do we do that? Well, we put on some more trades. Let's go into, looks like I need to log out this and log back in, because it's still showing my field orders. Let me log out of this and log back in. I met with my trainer today. Remember last time that I met with my trainer, remember how tired I was? Not today, baby. Bobby is getting stronger. Oh yeah. You can call me fat, you can call me tubby, you may be stronger than me, you may be smarter than me, but you won't outwork me. You will not outwork me. She said, give me 12, I gave her 13. She said, give me 10, I gave her 11. I was an animal. Just hide my account numbers and all that stuff. So my troll, like Chris Fitz, Red Poker 71 will come in and try to steal my money. All right, so here we go. So here we've got delta of 0, the crowd. Any positions? Yes, MES. This looks weird. I'm not sure that's right. And I've got positive theta. Delta of 0. Interesting. All right, so we know what we like doing, right? It's a down day. By the way, we didn't look at the market, did we? Let's look at the market. Sorry, yeah. The market is down a little bit. It was down a good bit farther. But we see the AD is going up. AD is 121, so we are on the rise. So it'll be interesting to see what we do into the final hour and 30 minutes of the day. But if I had to guess, we may just pump, and pump up for a while, because we are at VWAP. Looks like we're going back to the overnight low and going back toward the opening 15-minute range, the cash open. All kinds of stuff up here. What was the overnight high? Here was the overnight high. So everything's kind of positive here. Oh, it's a great day too, because we have to redraw some lines, don't we? Let's go over here and look at this. Recent, yes. So let's redraw our lines and let's see what it looks like now before we redraw it. All right, look at that, y'all. Look at that. I mean, you can't draw it any clearer. It often goes back to the scene of the crime. Where's the scene of the crime? Scene of the crime is the point of control and volume profile. So that's where we are. Now, the green lines may change, and they very well will. So what we need to do is remove these. We're going to redraw our big green monster for the month of April. So how do we do that? We go to something that we call the clean chart. Now, for those of y'all that don't know how to draw this and don't have your monkey bars, let me share this with you in chat. So, see if I can share this. Shut up! So, share grid. So let me give it to you. Everybody go to your chat, copy this, and open this up in Thinkorswim. Here we go, Control V. And you got your plain chart. All right, so we get to it. Plain chart. So what we're doing is we're going to use March actual price action to forecast some ranges of fair value, oversold, and overbought for the month of April. Now, for those of you that don't believe in the voodoo that we're about to do, there's really probably the best club in our bag. So how do we do it? Well, number one, we use a little thing here called the Fibonacci Retracement, but we have changed our levels because I don't use the fibs, but we changed the retracements, and there's an entire video that I have on YouTube that you can look at called Bobby Draws Voodoo Chart. So just search Sweet Bobby and Voodoo, and it'll bring you to that one. So let's draw it. So we'll go from the bottom to the top. Matt needs to overlook me because sometimes I forget how to do this. So there's the bottom and the top. So then we right click on it because we're gonna make sure we get it exactly right. Beth, will you shut that dog up for the love? Okay. So make sure you're clicking in March so that you get the high and the low correctly for March. So the high, when I click on March, is 46.31. 46.31. Apologize about the dog. And the low is 41.29.5. 41.29. Now, you have to change all these numbers, these coefficients here. But again, I have that in the video for you. So let's hit OK. Now, there we go. Now, we have to change it to the little tool, which is the Fibonacci extension. Will you shut up? And so we draw from the 50% line to the middle of this line. And then we go down to the, who's calling me from Memphis, Tennessee? Go down to the 100% line, like so. Then we take this little puppy right here and we activate this drawing. Second, so we can do this. And we take this 100%. God is my witness. I almost cannot focus because of that dog. I'm gonna have to, man, if I'm drawing this wrong, please let me know. River, come here, boy. Come here, River. Come here, baby. Man, am I doing that right? So I brought that down to 200. I bring that line down to there. I think that's right. Then I hit the escape key. And I hit the control. And I remove this thing. Now, come here, River. Come here, boy. All right. Hey, say, y'all push, okay? So now we need to make this green. Go with like it, the color of money. Hey, baby. Set color for all curves. I set it green. Matt, were you following along with that? Was that right? Or could you talk as the boss in the building? Now, what I call this is March for April. We're using March actual prices to project for April. And I think I did that right. I'm hoping and praying I did that right because my dog got me all in the teeth. All right, so now let's go back to volume profile. See if we did that right. Aha. So we're still looking, it doesn't look like it changed at all hardly, does it? So that's kind of cool, right? So what we are finding is that now we, ladies and gentlemen, are in a little thing called the fair value zone. How do you know it's fair value? We always look for one of these 50s or 150s or whatever. That shows us it's a fair value zone. So the fair value zone is in this little, what I call a butt zone. I draw the butt. Fair value is anywhere in here. And this is a period, area where it's oversold. There's an overbought area. Fair value zone below. So prices, regardless of what anyone tells you, hey, things are overbought, Bob, or they're oversold. No, they're fairly priced. You don't believe me? Just keep watching this chart. This chart helps a lot. All right. How does it work? I'm not exactly sure. Now we'll go over here, and this is market profile. This is market profile. This is the amount of time spent at a certain price. Volume profile is the amount of trades volume-wise done at a specific price. So in the last 10 days, the most volume has been traded at 45.28. Everyone see that? Which is where we're at right now. So it could get any more perfectly priced. So is this chart bullish or bearish? It's neither. This is what I was calling. We're fair market. We're at the point of control and volume profile. So we're fairly priced. I couldn't say if we're going to go bullish or bearish from looking at this chart. Also, I'll say that my screwdriver is not updating for some reason today. Let's see if it's updating now. Does anyone have a screwdriver reading from today? Boss is here. I wasn't watching, just listening. Catch you, man. So my thing's not updating, so which means I've got to reset my whole computer for that to work. No problem. So we don't even need the screwdriver. What we do need is to look at our linear regression channel. Now, y'all, I mean, you talk about prophecy. It's amazing, right? Linear regression on the daily chart on TradingView is a powerful, powerful tool. Because remember, Sweet Bobby was so stupid. Right here, I call bear market. Well, what happened is we just kept up. But then price got out of the linear regression channel, and then it reverted whack in. So where do we expect price to go here? We expect price to go where? We expect it to go probably back here and start heading back down. Why? Because we are in a downward leaning channel, and this thing will oscillate from the bottom to the top, to the bottom, to the top, but the trend, my friend, is definitely down. Now, that's not to say that price couldn't go up, and change the entire course of our linear regression channel. But if we are playing pot odds, then we would say that we will probably continue downward, at least to this middle point. Then it may pop back up and go up and down between the channel. But isn't it amazing how many times it'll get outside the channel and go, whoop, I gotta get back in. Whoop, I'm out. I gotta get back in. Whoop, I'm out. Get back, whoop, I'm out. I gotta get back in. And it just does it time and time again. That's why this is one of our favorite tools to look at. And you can set up a TradingView account for free. For some reason, I pay them $300, and I'm not sure why. I probably need to stop that because you have everything pretty much that I have. All right. Now, let's look at VIX. Don't look enough at VIX. VIX is down again, so we're under 20. I'm still not going to put on a VIX hedge at this point. Why? I may do so when we get a little further down, maybe right here, right? 16 or so, 17. I'll feel comfortable there before we think that we'll pop back up in volatility. All right, so let's put on our 111 for the day. Market's down. Good day to put down a 111. Now, I'll probably do a 111 rather than a 112. Why? Because the market is already down. Well, I said it was down. It's up now. Holy cow. Just double check that. Look at there. We are up today. So if it's an up day, I normally put on a 112. 112. Because on an up day, I want to get farther away from the money. So we'll do a 112. Let's do that. 112 looks like this. We go closest to 60 days without going over. So this will be our first trade in the 60-day cycle. We're going to put a debit put spread on. Long put vertical. We're going to make that 50 wide. Plus 50, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And we want to pay $10 for that. So we scroll down until we get to about 975. We bump it up to 10, and we'll see if we get filled for that. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. And again, I'll bet you the volume is light today. Let's see. The number of contracts traded on average has been about 4,000. This area here, 4,500 or so, 4,400 per every 2 minutes. That ain't a lot. Volume is down, volume is light. So we've been finding that we're not getting filled like we normally are. So we're going to have to bump that up another quarter. So we'll pay 10 1/4. And we should get filled here. Even on light volume, people still trade. So let's get filled. There we go. So there's our put debit spread. So we paid $10 1/4 for it. We don't like paying for anything. So what we got to do is go down to about $11 to $12. I'll sell 2 of these things to pay for that. So let's go to about this $12.25. Let's sell 2 of those to pay for that spread. Ta-da. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 112. And we've not had a Fitz in that yet, right? There's not been a single Fitz trade, which is a loser. Fitz means loser, with the 112 or the 111. So let's put that on in the other account. Decrease our theta, decrease our theta. Side. And okay. So we're probably, I mean, how many have I done of these? Well, 70 or so in one account, probably the same amount in the other account. So that's 140 or so. Now I've got another account we've got a few on, and not a single loser yet. Knock on wood, right? Knock on wood. I mean, the days come when we're going to have a loser. But so far, we haven't had one. We also did a couple of back tests that showed us that, you know, you're probably better off if you're going to close the whole trade at closing it at a 65% profit for the entire trade. All right, so let's put it on in this IRA trade, IRA account. Now, you got an IRA and you want to trade this in, make sure you get futures permission. Make sure that you get futures options permission. Call TD Ameritrade, call your broker and say, what do I have to do to get futures and futures options permissions? So there's a little form you have to fill out, have to submit it to them, you know, blah, blah, blah. And you can do all of that from tdameritrade.com. Log into your account, click under something or another, and they'll walk you through. Make sure you get futures permission, and you get, because to me, in my IRA here, it's almost like trading a regular margin account. I really can't tell the difference because we trade futures. Now, if you're trading stocks in stock options, it's a little bit different, right? Than trading in a regular margin account. But with futures and futures options, it is business as usual, baby. So let's trade. Now we're MES over here. And people say, why do you use Thinkorswim and Tastyworks? It's easier to build a trade in Tastyworks, and it's just easier on a lot of things to do in Thinkorswim, but you know, one does something good, the other one does something good. So let's put this one on. So we're going to go to the this is a IRA account. So I'm going to go 4350, 4300, 4350. Oh, wait a minute. I need to do something first. I was teaching my Alabama class yesterday, and I showed them a 111. And I think I put on one in this account. Yeah, so I got to put this in a group. So what was it? I did a 111 yesterday. So we got a 111 first, 111 second, 112, 112. So this is a 111 third. So let me put that in a group first. 111 third. Group. 111 third. Okay. Now let's put it on. So we said the 4350, 4300. And my little trainer today got me actually in the floor. She said, get in the floor. I said, you may have to help me up. Y'all, I was able to get in the floor and get up. I was so proud of myself. Okay, now, here's the problem. So I put on one maybe here yesterday. So I can't do these same strikes because I don't want to buy one where I've already got a short, because that basically negates the short, right? If you buy one where I've got a short. So I'm going to have to move this either up or down a little bit. So let's move it. Let's see if we buy this one, 43.40, but that would require me to sell the 42.90. Wait a minute, that's in the 49 days. Here we go. Get in the right expression. 43.50, 4,300. And she said, I can tell your endurance is getting stronger. And I really could too, because I couldn't have done the exercises I did today 2 weeks ago. So I've been going straight for 4 weeks now. Today's my 1 month anniversary of doing an hour of cardio a day. That's something. 43.50. Okay, here we go. So we can buy the 43.50, hold your control key down, and sell the 4,300. Hold your control key down because you can do it as one order. And we sold 2 of the 37.10s. Way on out of the money. Y'all look how 37.10. Is it even possible for us to get to the 37.10? That's why we love this trade so much. 6% probability being in the money. I like it. 37.10. I'm going to do 2 of those. And can we get a $16 credit? Can we get a $16 credit? So you got to make that less advantageous to yourself. So can you get a $15.75 credit? $15.75. Let's try that. Come on, baby, fill me. There we go. There we go. Papa, 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 putting it on. So now we'll go to the monitor tab, and we're going to call this the 1/114th. And then we'll look at everything, just see how everything's doing, right? 1/114th. Yeah, that guy that I was telling you about, the evil guy. Now that Beth's gone, I can say this. He left a message. He said, I bet you beat your wife and rape your kids. I thought, you evil son of a gun. If I was out in Montana, I'd take you out, pal. You don't talk about my family. And if I'd told that in front of Beth, boy, she'd have been in Montana taking that jack on. Unbelievable. Just a horrible human being. Horrible. Who would say that about someone, wife and kids and family? It just tears me up. There's so many haters in the world. So many haters. I don't know why we can't all get along. For some reason, he hates me for some reason. All right, so my BSH loans are not doing good at all, but they are providing a hedge. My 1/1/2 first is up 65%, which is what we determined to be the best time to take one off. Now, the reason that I'm not taking them off yet, and let's look at that, is because I'm just barely positive in the theta category. So I'm letting them, skew a little bit so that we don't have, I don't want to go negative theta at all. I want to keep positive theta. Let's just look at how everything's doing. So my BSH loans is a Fitz trade so far, right? It's losing bigly. That's not what I'm saying. My 1/1/2 first is doing what 1/1/2s do, making money. My ES 1/1/1. That was good, baby. Look at that. This is when I put 2 contracts on, right? I did a double whammy of the 1/1/2. And I mean, that's what I need to be doing these in the E-minis. Look at this, y'all. $1,025. That is definitely not a Fitz trade. 1/1/2 second, up 41.25, 53%. 1/1/2 fourth is up 9%. Is that the one we just put on? No, that was maybe 1/1/2 third is up 44%. BSH diagonal is down a little bit. Okay. I mean, I've almost got to the point, why am I putting on anything other than the 1/1/1 trades? They're doing so great. Here's one. It's down a little bit, right? 1/1/1 second, 1/1/1 first, up 15%. ES 1/1 is up $200 today, so we're up 200. or up 25 on the whole trade. That's great. 111 up 7%, 1114 down just a bit. So you see, oh, hold on a minute. Was that supposed to be a 112? Yeah. Oh, Bobby. 111 second, 112 third, 112 fourth. So that should have been a 112 fifth. My bad. 112 fifth. Oh, it gets complicated. Yes, I want to apply those changes. Okay, good. All right, so let's look at the Crimson 203 account. Crimson 203 account's got a lot of stuff in it. So let's take off everything and just look at our Greeks there. All right, so here it's up 260 today. We're up 1,099 in all of our open trades. Everything's looking really, really, really good in this account. I like it a lot. So let's look at the, so we're positive theta here. So theoretically, we could close some of these trades today, right? Because we've got plenty of positive theta. So here's what I'm hoping to do. And y'all see if y'all agree with me on this. What I'm hoping to do with these 111s is to just get so many of these things on that I'm putting one on a day and I'm taking one off a day. Putting one on, taking one off. And we just do that every day. Put one on, take one off. So you don't do that though until you have built your theta up to, a nice little amount of theta. So what is a nice little amount of theta? I use that spreadsheet to tell me. And again, I told y'all I'd send y'all that yesterday. I forgot to. I'll try to get that in there today so you can start using it. But that's what I do is, I want my theta to be between point. Come on, show it. Show it. I want my theta to be between 0.1% and 1% of my. Matt, I've been doing that in the paper trading account since January, and it's been incredible. And here's the thing, Matt. Here's the crazy thing. The crazy thing about it is, if you've been doing it since January, we've seen a heck of a roller coaster over these first 3 months, y'all. And yet the 111 and the 112s have done phenomenal. I mean, just phenomenal in a bizarre market. So that's why I love them so much. Is I'm like, well, not only did they do good for the last quarter of 2021, but they did excellent for the first quarter of 2022. So, hey, let's go with the hot hand. Let's put more and more of those on. I love them. So if you'll recall, back when you and I started in 2020, or was it 2019? Whenever December 2019, was it? Anyway, remember what we were doing is we would sell a put every day, right? And we do that in the micros. And then we put them so many on, then we'd start taking one off, putting one on, taking one off, putting one on, taking one off, putting one on. And it worked so well. But this is the exact same thing that we were doing in 2020 and 2021. Same thing, y'all. We're selling a put every day. The only thing is we're buying a put debit spread as a little bit of insurance. Beautiful thing. So let's just keep that going. So, pack our theta, start putting one on and taking one off, taking one on, taking one off. When do you take them off? Well, what you would do is once you get it going, for example, start looking at it, right? What's my biggest winner? That's 16% up. Again, these trades, I don't want everybody to say, oh my gosh, Bobby, does this trade never lose? It never loses, right? I'm not saying that. It's going to lose. I almost had some losers. Remember that? I was about to have to roll them out and the market recovered. So what you do is take off your biggest percentage winner. All right, so this one's up 86%. See if we got something bigger than that. That's 67%. This one is 98%. Okay, so that's our biggest one so far. Here's 111, 95%, not as much. Yeah. Here's 112, 10, negative a little bit. Here's 112, 8, up 60%. So still, this is our biggest winner. Where did I get to? 112, 8, up 60%. 68, 93%, 112 87%. Now, this is incredible. 78%. If y'all are not excited about this, something is wrong. 53%, 85%. And here's stupid Bobby trying to do something outside the ordinary. Of course, it's making me money today, and we're only down at 1875 on it. So it's 1126, 87%. This diagonal is up 41%, 46%. Y'all see what I'm saying? I mean, they're such good trades. We should never tell anyone about it. Never tell Chris Fitz about your good trades, because the boy will copy it. Trust me, I know. All right, so what are we going to do here? Well, we probably need to take this one off. Why? Because we discovered that the best time to take these off as an entire trade is at a 65% profit. Well, we've got several above that. But I wouldn't go in today. Let's say but never taking it off. Yeah, I got you. And you've been doing 112 selling the short at $15. You greedy pig, you. Matt Jolly. So he's collecting $30 instead of, yeah, it's still, I mean, it's a great trade. You're still safe out there. I love it. So we determined if you're going to close these things as an income trade, you're probably good at 65%. But I've been able to squeeze some of these out a little farther. So what we could do is close this one. So for some reason, I don't think it lets me close it as a single trade like it did. Let's put it on. Let's see, create closing order. Oh my gosh, this just gets me all kind of, see, 740 credit, but that's just the, no. So how do we do it? Let's see, go back here. So let's close the spread first, right? Close this first. So create closing order. So we're going to sell it at $1.50. So we bought this for $10, and now we're going to sell it for $1.50. Doesn't sound too good. Now, you could have kept that on, I suppose. Put debit spread, just let it run. And then we need to close our two here, take the money and run. Now, remember, we sold this one for what? 10 or so, right? Let's see if it shows us what we sold it for. Fake, I don't have it on there. Let's close it. We know it's probably 10 or 12. So now what we sold for 10 or 12, we can buy back for, I'd like to do it for that $1.05. Let's move this down. There. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Get me out of there. So, you know, book your profits. So now we can take the 112 first off. Delete that. So hopefully in this account, we're at that point, because now we still got great positive theta. Let's look at our sweet theta. Oh yeah, we're still at 67. That sounds pretty good. My Vega's not bad. Now I'm a little bearish, which is good, because what? We know that our linear regression is pointing to probably going down at least to here before we pop back up, and maybe even here. So I think I like my deltas. I like my Vega. I like my theta. And so now what we'll do is start putting one on and taking one off every day. So it says I filled 2 orders. So I took off an order. So again, what do? Well, in this account, we need to put one on. So let's put that same trade on that we did a while ago. And that was the 4340, 14, 4350, 4300. It's 60 days. 4350. Let's get it on, and I'll let y'all go to the house. Have you get a weekend. We got baseball tonight. My little one, my little 6-year-old, got a game. We got spring break next week with my kiddos. I still got to teach Alabama stuff next week, but that'll be fine. So we may hang out, do a little day excursions. That's $10 there. And then I went down to the 3710, did 2 of those. Oh, I just love this trade. the 111s, the 112s. 37.10. Now Matt is he's a greedy pig, right? He's selling these around $15, 8%. Hey, look, I mean, it's safe, right? You think about it, it's only a 6 delta and 8% probability of being in the money. I like that, but I'm not as greedy as Matt. So I'm gonna go down here and sell 2 of my 37.10s. And we know we probably will not get filled at 16. So let's go to 15.75. Ta-da! So let's go put it in its little group. And that's why I like the grouping feature, right? You can keep up with them. So this is 112, 112, 7th, 10th. So this must be the 112, 12th. There's 11th. We'll call it 112, 12th. 12th. Control, control, control. 112, 12th. And I'm going to take me a nap before the kids get here. Oh, crap, they get here in 6 minutes. 112, 12th. Questions? Now, is the 112 going to, and the 111 going to act like this across all markets? Well, it did a kind of a regular market, did great last quarter of 2021. It's done great the first quarter of 2022. Let's just keep on, see how we do with it. But right now, it's the trade du jour. Not the holy grail, but it works really, really well. So let's keep on doing them. All right, guys, hope you have a great weekend. I will see y'all Monday, and please make no Fitz trades for the rest of the day.